Hey Metafam, Pee Weasel here. Welcome to the channel. So this week we actually got quite a few interesting tidbits on Metazoo announcements this week. So let's get right into it. Like what we do every week, we talk about what we talked about last week on Metazoo News, and that's the rest of Native should be arriving at partner stores and distro by the end of this week, and that was May 16th, and now it is quite a few days after 1 week now, and yeah, so a lot of partner stores and LGSs actually have their allocations of Native now. So definitely check your local LGS or your favorite partner store to order some Native. So new news this week. So our new store locator is live. Perfect timing with the rest of Native arriving. Go support your LGS and run events. So we can actually see here on the native, not the native, the Metazoo Play Network locator. It's actually pretty good. And this is, I think it's a bit different than the Metazoo store locator on the Metazoo Games website. And this is play.metazoogames.com. So it's safer if you type in play.metazoogames.com and do store locator here. And I believe this is the more updated one. And yeah, so you can see, so I'm near Toronto, Ontario, and yeah, if you type it in, I already typed it in already, you can search by how many miles you want from your location. You can type in pretty much exact addresses and stuff as well, but, or if you just want to see your specific city that you're in, yeah, type in your city and you can see near me, there's 401 Games, Cardboard Classic Games, Manta Trading, Invasion, Prisma Games, Dragon Ball World Card Games, and Collectibles. That one I have not heard before, but yeah. All the other ones, they're pretty well-known LGSs in the community. So yeah, definitely we'll check them out when I'm in the neighborhood. And so let's go to the second Metazoo news we have is that the PFP boxes have arrived. And this is the new flavor of the month now. Move over, Topps Chrome. Here comes PFP boxes. PFP boxes were sold I think quite a few months ago now, and Metazoo has gotten the product now. And PFP means the profile pictures for it's related to NFTs or non-fungible tokens that Metazoo has. And if you had for every NFT token that you had, you could buy one box of PFP boxes, and each box I believe was like $100 or a little bit more than that. But yeah, let's take a look at, there's some pretty interesting polls that people weren't expecting. So in the poll channel, you can actually see here. So this is from President Papi. You can see a lot of the shiny cards. So I don't know the exact amount of like standard cards you get versus holo cards. I believe you get like 2 holo cards per box and like 5 standard non-holo cards. But yeah, they look really nice. They're full holo cards and they actually have like Pizza Bird, and it actually has a number on it. We can actually take a better look actually over here. Here's a Babe the Blue Ox one. And this is, you see number 1001. And of course, the thing that people didn't really expect from PFP boxes is that it would be serialized. So it does contain a lot of serialized cards. The expectation is that there might be 100 serialized cards of each PFP. And I believe there's like a few thousand, like you can see this is number 1000, right? I believe there's like 1,500 or something profile pictures. I don't own any cryptocurrency at all. So if anyone that owns the Metazoo PFPs or NFTs can leave a comment down below of how many PFPs there actually are in total, that'd be great. And the difference about the PFPs is that it's the cryptid that you have, and then there's like some minute difference in the picture itself. Like you can see Babe the Blue Ox, and this one has like a fedora on his or her hat, fedora on his or her head, and then also the red blindfold. But like this one, it just looks like this is a Babe the Blue Ox, but with like horns on it, horns on top of horns. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. I didn't order any of the product. PFPs aren't really my things. Although these are fungible, which also means that they're like physical items. Still not my my bag of tea, my bag of eggs. Not in my realm of interest. All right, so let's move on to the next news. We have Captain Asia was streaming. WPT, so World Poker Tour stuff, Topps Chrome, Seance Big Box, and 30th Anniversary. So that was a nice stream. Captain Asia stuff is always very entertaining to watch and great community with the walking spams. Shout out. Mike in the next news says, we just passed 5,000 casters on the MPN. Join today and go to your LGS to play some Metazoo. Very nice milestone for Metazoo to cross. There was a Metazoo hour. It's been quite a while since our last one. I don't know if Cardboard and Coffee did a Metazoo hour recap, but I do know that EpicTube HD, so that's Harley's channel. I believe that, well, actually, it's not, I believe, he did have a Metazoo hour recap because I watched it, and yeah, it was pretty good. So next news, Andy, so the head of, I want to call it head of operations, head of product. It was his birthday on May 23rd, so happy birthday, Andy. Next news we have is red square, blue square, yellow square, white square, kitty face. So what could that mean? I initially thought it was Nyan Cat. Do you know that rainbow cat with like a toaster in it? But then someone actually pointed it out. I can't remember who it was, but thank you for pointing it out, that it may actually be something different. And it actually makes a lot of sense. And it is a little bit near and dear to my heart, not because I enjoy Hello Kitty. Of course, Hello Kitty is a very well-known brand, but because my first Metazoo news video actually talks about Metazoo in collaboration with Sanrio, which Sanrio is the creators of Hello Kitty, Kuropi, My Melody, and a lot of other famous Japanese animated characters. But yeah, you can see there's yellow, blue, red, white, and the cat. So I originally thought that this would maybe be something that's occurring maybe when Yokai Island comes out, and Mike did specify that it would be next spring, I believe, when Yokai Island is going to be released. So maybe they're in the initial phases now, and Mike was just excited to share. But yeah, and to look back on my first initial Metazoo news, you can see there's a lot less stuff in my background. Like I have a lot more Metazoo products up there now, and that was January 2022. And I think my lighting is slightly better now. But yeah, you can see here, this is Craig Takaguchi, which is the chief operating officer since 2018 at Sanrio, and he is actually in the board of directors for Metazoo now. So I believe that that's very directly correlated. So keep your eyes out on more Sanrio news, and of course Metazoo news as well, and I'll keep you guys updated. Next one, also a very big news. What's this? What's this? I like the full caps there. And this is Ron English's Delusionville Series 1. And you can see down here, it says, look for special secret rare inserts from Metazoo. And you can actually see down here too, and it says serialized box number. And I believe that this is going to be, of course, like many Metazoo products, this is going to be a limited run. But I actually think that this might not be sold through Metazoo directly, just because you can see here, this is a Ron Englishified version of Ronald McDonald, right? So I don't know if Metazoo would be putting like other IPs and selling it through Metazoo Games website, or if this is going to be sold through Ron English's website or some other distributor. But it's a very interesting idea, and if we actually take a look at Ron English's work and website, we can see that it says greetings from Delusionville, Ron English. So this is pretty much one of Ron's, I think, what do you call it? It's like a show. There it is. A decade show. Living in the Delusionville. You can see September 9th, 2022, January 22, 2023. So known as the godfather of street art, Ron English has emerged as one of the most influential and controversial artists of our time. Taking direct inspiration from the legendary Andy Warhol, another big name, English emerges Merges American iconography with art history to create social and political statements about contemporary American society. From Ronald McDonald, which we saw earlier, to Mickey Mouse, no cultural icon is sacred. This really gets me excited a bit because that maybe mean that if it's included in set, Metazoo or Mothman is an American icon now. You heard it here first, guys. Metazoo is American icon. And yeah, you can see it's the same artwork that we saw in the announcements. And that's definitely a really exciting set to look forward to. And the Ron English community is a lot wider than that of the Metazoo community. Metafam, I love you, but we're not too mainstream yet. Still waiting for the animated series and video games and other IPs to release when we can get more Metafam members. But very cool to hear that's coming out. Mike says the new MPN online TCG client is entering beta testing soon. So the TCG client is pretty much the online play version of Metazoo, which has been in works for actually a long time now, over like 2 years now. It says those spots for beta testers will be open to the top 5% of the MPN point holders on the MPN. So get to casting at your LGS. And Mike actually clarified this. So it's not based on ranking. So it's not the top 5% ranked in the MPN, but you can actually you can be a not very ranked high player, but still be in the top 5% of MPN point holders if you do attend a lot of events. And that's why, MPN sponsored events. And that's why Mike said, so get casting at your LGS. So if you want to become one of the beta testers for the new MPN online TCG client, definitely try to get that top 5% spot, because as we know from the play testers for each one of the new Metazoo sets, like Seance, Wilderness, and Nightfall, all of them got like special playtester cards that with the white, what do you call it, white or silver border? I think silver border. I'll say silver border, which has the silver borders, which they're very desirable and very cool to have in any collection. So definitely go to your local LGS for that. And the last news of the week was One of One Mothman, not pulled by Bailey, or previously known as Aoki Card House, or then previously known as Live Poke Auctions, but now just Bailey. Bailey Bueniello. Sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, Bailey. But yeah, One of One Mothman pulled. And it was actually Emilio. And this is not Emilio. That's a staff member of Metazoo Games. Because I initially thought that, and I was like, that seems kind of suspicious there. But yeah, no, it's a different Emilio. It was just a coincidence. And he actually sold it to Bailey for $31,000 US. And there was a lot of speculation surrounding the whole situation. If Bailey was going to pay it, or was Steve Aoki going to pay the $31,000 bounty for the One of One Mothman. But yeah, it seems like Bailey made a statement afterwards. He's paying $31,000 for the One of One Mothman. There's actually a second One of One Mothman. Sounds a bit strange, but a second, so it's a different artwork. This one is like the new Mothman artwork, but there's like an old Mothman artwork of the white Mothman. That was also pulled. No word yet of if Bailey purchased that one for $31,000 or of a lesser amount. And there's a third Mothman, which is the cryptic camera Mothman, which we'll see if if that'll also get paid for $31,000. Actually, I have a copy of the cryptic camera Mothman, which actually I was lucky enough to pull from my Topps Chrome box. Here it is. Look at that beauty. But then this is just a regular version of it. So it's the cryptic camera. It's the red background. But there is the only Mothman left in Topps Chrome is the one-on-one of this card, which will be a super refractor, which is kind of like a gold shine pretty much throughout the whole card. So yeah, so definitely looking forward. Actually, maybe not looking forward for that card to be pulled, because maybe I'll pull it. I'm going to have a birthday stream in July, which I think I'll open my 5 remaining Topps Chrome blasters, which might as well open them, right? I think they're more worth it to open than to keep sealed for that specific product. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that video. or stream. Might be a live stream. Live stream is more fun. But yeah, anyways, that's the Metazoo news for this week. And please leave a comment down below, as always, what you thought about the news this week. What do you think of the Ron English collab? What do you think of the potential Hello Kitty collab? What do you think of the? Are you excited actually for the NPN Online TCG client to be released? Actually, it's going to be likely this time this year. Not this time this year, because this time this year is right now, but sometime this year. Yeah, please leave a like for the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, keep on casting, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.